Hello, everybody. We haven't shot a video for Facebook for a while, and we've been busy. A lot of horses being trained in here, but I did have something I wanted to come to you about today. We do a lot of videos, and we try to help a lot of people with their horseback riding and their horse experiences. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes I feel like I'm talking and nobody's listening. And in fact, they are listening. We sold a horse to a lady in Kansas City named Sandy Burns. And it's the little old buckskin that Joy rode in South Dakota. If you follow us on Facebook, I'm sure you'll see pictures of Joy on that little horse. And he was a nice little horse. And she went on an 18-mile cattle drive. And we got a report from that. And what I want to do is basically read you what happened on that ride. We didn't have the horse on cattle. But she rode her horse. He pushed the cows real well. She even cantered a few times out there on it. But when she bought the horse, we went over to Ryan's, and she bought herself a brand new saddle as well. Now, here's where the story gets interesting. She said, "Let Ryan know the saddle was very comfortable. My butt didn't hurt after 8 hours in the saddle. Must have been a perfect ground seat to keep the saddle. It kept me from getting thrown off during the ride." And here's what happened. Some guy's horse spooked, started bucking, and he came off, got hung up, and a couple of guys run over to help him, and I was caught in the middle of the commotion. His horse rammed me and Cooper, and next thing I was hanging on the side of Cooper, and I was not going to get thrown, so I grabbed the horn and his mane and managed to pull myself back up. Tell Mike thank you. This was such a great experience for both of us. I feel he really started trusting me during the ride. And right there it is. When you buy a new horse, you really need to ride him a lot and develop the trust between you and the horse. He was focused on the cows. I was looking ahead at the ground because you'd be riding and then could have a 2-foot drop off or areas that were swampy. One thing I would add, I remember Mike kept saying, "Ride your horse. Don't sit there like a sack of potatoes. Watch your surroundings." And that's what's happening around you. That's what I do always, especially on this drive, Friday and out on the trails. I'm pretty sure if I had not been paying attention, I would have been thrown off. She just done what I'm begging people to do. Pay attention. Ride your horse. Now, granted, she almost came off. She also recovered. She recovered. She didn't come off her horse because she was paying attention. She was watching things that were happening around her. Now, granted, she was in the middle of it, but she was able to handle it because she was paying attention. These are things that happen at no fault of the rider and no fault of the horse. Sometimes you just get caught in the middle of a tornado and there's not a thing you can do about it. The number one thing you can do about it to keep yourself safe and your horse safe is be riding your horse and pay attention to what's going on. I've known of other people who have been on trail rides and got on their mountain block to get on their horse, and some dummy has got his wide open come riding up behind him. Look, folks, the best horses are going to kind of spook at that. And his horse did, and he hit the ground, hurt his shoulder, and all kinds of stuff. I'm not blaming the horse for that. I'm blaming the idiot that come up flying behind him. People like that do things like that in horse camps have no respect for themselves or anybody around them. And granted, you're going to run into those people on those rides. That's why there was one time Joy and I had a young couple with us, a green rider with us, and we were at a horse camp. The fast ride come through, and I got them all back, and we had how old was JC at that time? About 8. And little old girl. And I got them all back because I knew they was coming through. The next thing you know, one of them fast horses breaks in two right there, throws an older gentleman off, likes to kill him, and everything just goes chaotic from there. Now you've got a child, you've got a green rider that's a little bit apprehensive, you've got all this stuff. Hey, come here. Let's just ride off. We didn't even go on the ride. We crossed the creek and went on about our own business. Those are the things that I'm always watching for. We had another instance on a ride we was on, and I was kind of riding through camp on my horse looking around. We had JC was there again, and I had some other riders there, and I was watching people. There were some horses there that were not safe. I rode back and said, y'all come over here. That horse over there, you stay away from. That horse over there, you stay away from. Watch that horse right there. There was 3 of them on that ride. I felt I was obligated to do that with the people that I have with me. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is you need to take a little bit of responsibility. When you get on your horse at a horse camp and you're standing over there, watch everybody. It won't take you long to figure out who you need to stay away from and who you can be around. And ride your horse. Ride your horse and keep yourself safe. Thank y'all.